Just a quick interruption before we jump into the lesson. To develop an American accent, you need to focus on learning how to pronounce words and use them naturally in sentences. But that's not all. You should also watch American movies and YouTube clips on different topics. It would also be helpful if you learn something about American culture, about each state, and I'm going to have this at the end of my videos. Birth and death. They both have this TH sound at the end. Repeat after me. Birth, birth, birth. Death, death, death. Then we have a verb, to be born. Remember that you have to use this with the verb to be. You cannot say I born. You have to say I was born. So let's practice. I was born on May 16th, 1985. I was born on May 16th, 1985. You can replace now May 16th, 1985 with your own date. Then we have these three words: death, dead, die or pass away. They are different. The first one, death, is a noun. Let's practice. Eventually, death comes for all of us. Eventually, death comes for all of us. The next one, dead, is an adjective. Let's practice. He is dead. He is dead. Or he's dead. He's dead. Okay, then we have a verb or two verbs, because you can use them both. Die or pass away. Die or pass away. They are both regular verbs. So you can say died, passed away. Okay, so you can say, for example, he died last month, or he passed away last month. Try it. He died last month. Or my uncle died last month. My grandpa passed away last year. Okay. We can divide our lives into two parts: childhood and adulthood. The first word we have here is a newborn. A newborn. Repeat after me. A newborn. A newborn. Let's practice. I have a newborn. I have a newborn. My aunt has a newborn. My aunt has a newborn. Do you have a newborn? Do you have a newborn? Perfect. Next, we have a baby or an infant. A baby, an infant. An infant is more formal. Repeat after me. A baby. A baby. An infant. An infant. Okay, great. Let's practice. I'm planning to have a baby. I'm planning to have a baby in the future. A toddler. Repeat after me. A toddler. A toddler. A toddler. A toddler is a child between 1 and 3 years old. Let's practice. We have a toddler at home and it's really difficult. We have a toddler at home and it's really difficult. A child. A child. A kid. A kid. Repeat after me. A child. A child. A kid. A kid. Okay, and it's a child, not a child. I very often hear child. No, it's not a child, it's a child. And if you have more than one child, you have children. Children. Repeat after me. Children. Children. Okay, let's practice. Chris is still a child. He's 10 years old. Chris is still a child. He's 10 years old. A teenager, a teen, an adolescent. An adolescent is more formal. Repeat after me. A teenager. A teenager. A teen. A teen. An adolescent. An adolescent. Let's practice. Teenagers often spend a lot of time on their phones. Teenagers often spend a lot of time on their phones. When you turn 18, you are an adult. Let's say you are an adult. Sometimes you can hear a grown-up, but it's less common. Repeat after me. An adult. An adult. A grown-up. A grown-up. Let's practice. My brother is an adult now. My brother is an adult now. An elderly person. Senior citizen. Senior. Repeat after me. An elderly person. An elderly person. Senior citizen. Senior citizen. Senior. Senior. Okay, let's practice. My grandma is a senior citizen and she loves going for walks in the park. My grandma is a senior citizen and she loves going for walks in the park. Next, we have a phrase, at the age of. Repeat after me. At the age of. At the age of. For example, Michael Jackson died at the age of 50. Michael Jackson died at the age of 50. At the age of 7, I took up tennis. At the age of 7, I took up tennis. Write in the comments your own example. For example, at the age of, I did this. At the age of, I did this. Okay, next one is generation. Repeat, generation. Generation. Which generation do you belong to? I'm a millennial. You? Write in the comments. For example, I belong to Generation X. I belong to Generation okay? Grow up. Grow up. Where did you grow up? Where did you grow up? In his or her 20s. In his or her 20s. She's in her 20s. She's in her 20s. Middle-aged. Middle-aged. He's a middle-aged gentleman. He's a middle-aged gentleman. Let's practice the words from today's lesson. Emma was a newborn when her parents brought her home from the hospital. As a baby, she loved being rocked to sleep every night. By the time she was a toddler, she was running around and saying her first words. Emma grew up quickly and became a curious teen who loved reading and playing sports. When she turned 18, she celebrated with her friends and felt excited to start her adult life. In her 20s, she went to college and began her career as a teacher. By her 30s, Emma was married with 2 kids. As a middle-aged woman, she often thought about how different her generation was from her parents. Years later, she became a senior, enjoying retirement and spending time with her grandchildren. Looking back, she realized every stage of life had its own joys and challenges. What's the homework for this week? 2 things. Please watch the video from Westerman and from Peter about San Francisco. I link it below. And please practice the words from today's lesson. Thanks for today.
Do you know how big California is? Do you know what the capital city of California is? I bet you said Los Angeles.
California is the 3rd largest state in the U.S. and is located on the West Coast. It has about 40 million people, making it the most populated state. The capital city is Sacramento, but other major cities include Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, and San Jose. California is famous for its national parks like Yosemite, Sequoia, and Joshua Tree, which are great for hiking and camping. There are also many rural areas with farms and open land, but wildfires are a big problem in some parts, especially during dry seasons. The weather in California depends on where you live. Along the coast, it's mild and sunny most of the year, while inland areas can get very hot in summer. Some parts of Northern California even get snow in the winter. California is a popular state to live in because of its job opportunities, especially in tech, entertainment, and agriculture. However, it's also one of the most expensive states. The average house price is high, especially in cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles. The average yearly income is about $75,000, but this can vary a lot depending on the job. Some of the best places to live in California include San Diego for its beaches, the Bay Area for tech jobs, and Sacramento for a more affordable city life. Many people enjoy outdoor activities like surfing, hiking, and biking, and California is also known for its wine country and theme parks like Disneyland. Overall, California has a lot to offer, but it's important to think about the cost of living and your lifestyle before moving there.